the only celebrity, like, you know, I don't know, that the guy could get. And again, E.T., my dad would push. Oh my God, he knew more about that movie than I did. And so here I am now sitting at this table with Troy Donahue. And so again, I'm swirling with this horror and this excitement because every time he looks at me, I am like his eyes looking at this. So I'm just, you know how you get so distracted that something is going on with you and you know that person is distracted by it. Well, there you go. And who wouldn't be? I didn't have like Derma Blend, okay, to like put on there. So, and then of course there's the fact that I'm on camera. So then there's that. But you know what? The video camera, like that this was going to be like one of those like kind of mid-level cable interview shows at the time. I just, I don't know. I mean, the horror of Troy seeing it versus the horror of the video, however many thousands of people saw it, was nothing. Every time the man would look at me, I would look through his eyes seeing this horror. And I mean, you guys, this was the worst case of acne I think I've ever had. Localized all through here, as I've said. Oh, so I'm like, you know, he's talking about old times, but, you know, I mean, I don't want to say he's aloof, but he's kind of bored. And who wouldn't be? He's stuck in the back of the restaurant with his pedigree, podcasting with some guy on video, and then me shoved in as the, like, what, co-celebrity, like, you know, BFD guys. So, but it's chattery. Like, it's not like him and me. You know, I mean, it's like to him and then like engaging me. And the topics were like so topical, like, I don't know, the like industry and then like home life type thing, but that topical. And not very long, although, I don't know, it felt like I was sitting there for a half an hour. And I never saw where this thing ended up. A good thing, because I would weep, feeling sorry for that teenager. So again, but it overrode this horror, and the fact that I was like 8 inches from Troy Donahue being interviewed and being engaged in that conversation, and him looking at me. I know I sound gushy, but come on, that's better than Tab Hunter. We won't go there. But so and oh my God, the eyes, you guys. I stood in line with Tab Hunter once at the Bank of America on Sunset near Doheny the whole time. And this is, of course, later, but not like, you know, I think I was a teenager or something. And so I saw, but Troy Donahue, and he aged well. I don't know like what later pictures or whatever look like of him, but at that time he was no spring chicken. But so it wrapped down in like this weird flurry because, you know, I'm getting excited now that I'm being engaged and I'm getting like repeated eye contact, except that, of course, like I said, every time he looks at me, my second thought is, oh my God, this horror on my face. It looked like those port wine stains, you know, that you get, that you're born with, but like a medium shade. Was it light medium? Okay, so anyway, it wound down fairly quickly. Of course, you know, Troy wasn't one to like kind of hang around and like, what, have dinner with me? No. So it wound down. I didn't stay, my dad didn't stay, video people stayed, Troy was out of there first, and like I said, this was the bar restaurant that I went to not that much later. I mean, if I was 17 and then, you know, I mean, whatever. So thank you for joining me for my brush with, you know, 50s glam stardom, because that's really all that lasted. Once the 60s hit, it was like, woo, all these careers went flying out the window. So again, you are my therapy, you know. I mean, that's why I do this show every day, because I need to do it. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. Thank you for allowing me to share my stories and tolerating my company in the midst of all of what you all know what's going on here at home. So that being said, take care, be good to yourself and others around you, and I'll see you tomorrow with the same old stuff.